This is so messed up. All of it.
Well, you have no idea.
But I'm back now, Aerith.
Oh my god!
All right. Full release. I have been procrastinating for a while now. Let's get to it. I don't even know if I want to record this, to be honest. I feel like it's gonna divide my attention too much, I guess. Not too much, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But like in the demo, I was so kind of just go. I mean, also I was just thinking like, let's just get through the demo. But like, I don't even think I went in Tifa's house, and I didn't think about that till later. I went back and played it again, off camera. But anyway, yeah, this is really charismatic intro. A little under the weather, a little sick, but it's release day and I want to play it, so let's play it. Oh shit, game on.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
That was a lot more
I'm here
epic
on
of
the
a
Midgar Expressway.
exit to Midgar than the
scene
original.
is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the...
That voice is very familiar.
The fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche.
How would Avalanche attack you with
The
tornadoes?
administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai, and has begun investigations into the matter.
Oh, that's such propaganda. They're tornadoes, dog. Also just occurred to me, like, the whole, like, Fate Whispers wanted to keep Fate on its tracks, right? Oh, doing all this damage that never happened in the original. How's that not affecting Fate? Oh shit. Huh. That's interesting. Why are we meeting Zack already?
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the...
Yo,
the
what?
fall of the Sector 7 plate,
Boy, that
culminating
tornado
in this
really did a number on the
unprecedented
city.
destruction.
I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see. Over there!
What the fuck?
Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
We still have one suspect.
You're right.
Ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword.
Back over here.
Get him on board! Prep for takeoff!
The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble. Quick, get the camera off them. Come on, this way.
Contact the SAR team. Targets have
What's happening right now?
We are exfilling via helo now.
Move it! We're taking off!
What?
Hey! Turn that off! The survivors are being taken away! I got here already! Oh no, I have to wait, do you?
Yo, that's your own news network. What are you doing?
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit. Too much Mako. But he'll be fine.
Hey!
Aerith!
I'm playing as Zack. Okay. What? I'm playing as Zack in the modern day? Dude, my mind is blown right now. Like, already. I had suspicion they might, like, bring Zack back. But, like, not to already spoil anything, but, like, Zack is in the prequel game, Crisis Core. And part of the main story of the main game. And, like, important, but not prominent in the story, I'd say. Very important, but you don't really see or hear from him a lot. But, like, he's part of, I guess, Cloud's story between the Nibelheim flashback from the demo, which was 5 years ago, and when we meet Cloud in Midgar helping out Avalanche, because he had just gotten back into town at the start of the remake and the start of the original game. And I guess what I'll say is Zack is part of that period. And he's pretty important. Yeah, what? I'm so confused. Because that also, I mean, knowing what I know about the original story, it also implies that I gotta turn that down. Sensitivity. I can't. Okay, never mind. It also implies that trying to think of a way to say this. It implies that, like, I don't think the guy he was just with, like, I don't think he found Cloud in the rubble, even though we saw his friends being pulled from the rubble. He walked from outside of town with a limping, passed out Cloud, right? But instead of like happening sometime before the start of the game, like the lead up to Cloud's return to Midgar, it's happening after he's been back in Midgar. It's not only Zack coming to Midgar that's happening in the current moment, but he was with Cloud. But Cloud was just out there fighting Sephiroth. And the whole party apparently got taken out by the tornadoes. Also, I don't really remember, like, visually, specifically, the tornadoes. I'm pretty sure that it was the Whispers that actually made up the tornadoes. So I made the fake comment. But it's also possible that, like, defying fate at the end of the first game caused the destruction. So it's not necessarily that the fate was just, like, disregarding the fate of, like, quote-unquote little people, which is kind of what it seemed like. I really wish I could check the settings right now so I could turn down fucking sensitivity. Can't attack or anything. Also, something that's not obvious, and I think, at least for me, I always just kind of assumed the Buster Sword was like a standard soldier weapon. Soldier being all caps, elite class. So like the word soldier is the title of the group of elite soldiers. But if you play Crisis Core, it seems like the sword is a very specific preference. It's not just like very common. Is that Red 13's chopper? Also, obviously, Zack knew Aerith, which is why he recognized her and went running after the choppers here. I don't know how to feel right now. Not a bad way. I'm totally open to what they're gonna do with this. I'm just very kinda thrown and lost a bit, and also excited to see what happens. Wait a minute.
Get away from her! He's got a Buster Sword!
This looks familiar. It's funny, I never played Crisis Core when it was on PSP. I think I think that I did play it on like a friend's for like a half hour one time. Oh, combo charge, nice. So he's got like his own moves with the sword. This is weird. Not with avalanche, bitch.
Heads up!
Yeah, you gotta be pretty strong to throw that sword around. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bye now.
Very reminiscent of the end of Crisis Core, though. Zack in like an open,
Thank you.
crazy environment at Midgard, fighting a bunch of soldiers. What the?
Where's the agent? Heads are gonna roll if we don't find her. Just shut the hell up and search.
This is so messed up. All of it.
You have no idea.
But I'm back now, Aerith. I'm back.
I was gonna say Cloud better pick Tifa then, I guess, for the date at the Gold Saucer.
All right then. Seeing as we've got the time, want to tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure. If
What
Tifa
just
doesn't mind.
happened?
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and what little there was boring as hell.
So this is the Nibelheim flashback.
Then,
I have-
out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime.
So I don't know anything about the full release, but I did see and clicked on because I was curious what they were talking about, saying be careful skipping. I thought they were like, you know, people who played the original might feel comfortable skipping shit and cutscenes even. And to be careful because obviously there's a lot of new content there. It's kind of the whole point of the whole fighting fate storyline in the first game. But where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So I clicked on the article thinking they were going to talk about that just to see. And they were saying don't be too skip happy replaying the flashback because you can skip it. If you played it in the demo, you can skip it at least. Because I believe there is content that, like the demo even says, like it's not a full release representation or whatever.
I couldn't believe my luck.
Was that? So I gotta say, did Aerith just die in Zack's arms in front of us? With the materia falling out of her hair? Is that what just happened? On top of Zack being there at this time period? I'm so confused. I have no idea what to make of what happened. And now we're suddenly in the flashback that I'm very sure on how to feel and what happened.
Really coming down, huh? Hey man.
Not just like
Feeling any
new or
better?
different.
I'm good. Sure don't look it. Wish I could help, but never been motion sick. Sorry, man.
It's like completely out of left
Ready to do
field.
this? Yeah.
Weird. Especially with how it ended. So, my thing is, first thought I had when I saw Zack was,
Sorry.
it makes a lot more sense to introduce him
Say. I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point.
Especially because they did make him like a big part of the prequel. And the prequel was pretty wild. A lot wilder than the main game, I'd say, even like in some of the fantastical elements, at least. Like, very flashy. And it was fun, though. But it made sense to me to, like, maybe, like I said, he's part of the time period between, like the time period before Cloud gets to Midgar, and joins up with Avalanche as a mercenary. He's kind of important onto like how Cloud got there, and isn't, because he's an ex-soldier now, mercenary helping Avalanche. So it made sense to me to maybe introduce him sooner than, like, if you go to the original game. I don't know if you know who Zack is until very late. I feel like it's very late. So it made more sense to give you like a taste, and especially with an established series at this point, 30 years later, people have also played Crisis Core. A lot of people coming into this as fans already know who Zack is. So it makes a lot more sense to just kind of tip your hat to them and be like, yeah, okay, we're going to make this make a lot more narrative sense. But instead of doing that, they went, we are going to make this make no narrative sense. Because he's actually, we're not just showing you him and Cloud arriving in Midgar at some point in the past. They're there now. How? Unless he's supposed to have found Cloud in the rubble there, but that's not the impression I got. They were walking to the city. Like, I almost want to stop the recording. Like, that's wild. What just happened?
If it's another one of those Turks gigs, you can let
I
me
am
know.
gonna play the intro, by the way. I'm not gonna skip it. But
Finally make first.
I don't know
What
if
do?
I'll
Call a ceasefire with Blue Tie. Stealing my shot at
record or
glory.
commentate through
I
it,
didn't
really.
join Soldier to be an errand boy.
Might
I
skip
joined
it.
up so I could be a hero.
You want to see
Like
this?
you.
Go watch the demo. Video I put up before this.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Also,
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends at R12!
like, are there two timelines maybe when you fight? Like, because they fought Fate. I'm like, what if there's multiple layers happening that are all like fucked up, but so they're all happening at the same time somehow? You know what I mean? That would be crazy.
Just to be safe, I wouldn't take anything I say too seriously.
3 hours later.
I don't know what the point of that was, so I'm just gonna cut it. I'm at a loss legitimately on like what to say or think about the intro so far. Like, that unironically blew my mind. What the fuck is going on? Oh my god.